What's up, Drone Camps channel? Today we're going to review the Eachine LAL3. Now this is like the mini little brother to the LAL5. You guys saw that beast on the channel. That was an awesome freestyle quad with gigantic motors. Some of the biggest motors that I've flown on a freestyle drone in 2020. But this little guy is kind of like a competitor to a lot of the other 3-inch HD freestyle quads out there. This one does have pretty beefy unibody frame on the bottom. It has 1408 motors on here, kind of nice gold plated looking motors, which is really nice. It has full size prop nuts on the top. And honestly, if we're going to do an honest review, I have to say that the tune that came on this was not impressive to me, so I had to spend some time PID tuning it, and I'm going to put that link down below for the Google Doc link. If you want to copy that and put it on yours and try it, it will make your quad fly much better than the stock tune. So giving back to the community doing that as always. But we have 25 amp ESCs on here, so 3 or 4S, whichever one you want to run. And I'm running a top mounted battery like this. You can also run a bottom mount if you want. We have the Cadex Baby Turtle V2 on here as well. And we have a Lollipop 3 stubby antenna in the very back with a TPU mount. I've got my XM Plus receiver coming out right there and my XT30 here. And you'll also notice that I'm not using the stock props. The stock props are trash, folks. They suck. Get rid of them. They're not great. So they're a little too wide chord and they cause a lot of extra jello in the footage. And I'll show you some examples of that here. You can see on the screen it's just not going to be acceptable for your first experience, especially if this was your first quad and you saw jello on your first takeoff. That wouldn't be cool. So we're going to recommend these HQ props. These are 3x4s. I'll try to put a link down below. The thing about a lot of the quads out there is that I've told this to people before on the channel. Prop is everything on a quadcopter, especially to your flight controller. So the less efficient your prop is, the more vibrations you can get to your flight controller from a terrible prop. Even after you bend one prop, you might get just a little bit of vibration from that bent prop and it'll cause problems with your video. So one thing to keep in mind if you're trying to record HD footage. So anyway, guys, let's go outside now and let's do some flying with the LAL3. And let me show you what it looks like from the Baby Turtle V2 on here. Some pretty impressive footage. But we will also see how it freestyles and flies around in the big tree farm out there. And we'll do some high up flying where you'll actually be able to really tell what the jello is like. Because guys that are freestyling these in reviews down low and flying really fast through obstacles and things like that, you don't catch a lot of the jello. And up high is where you're really going to see how good a tune is on a quad. So let's go ahead and do some flying now. And then I'll give you my final thoughts and comments on the Eachine LAL3. Here we go, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this one up in the air and flying. I have a friend here at the field today flying his RC jet. This is a ducted fan jet, and it sounds just like the real thing. It's really cool. But I had a hard time keeping up with him. He's a super good pilot, also a very young pilot, doing some inverted passes there. He did another inverted pass across the runway, which was really cool. But let's get to talking about the LAL3. Now, the first flight that I had, it just felt too vibey, and I had to go back to my laptop and do a little bit of PID tuning on here, and this was the cleaned up result. And at this point in the tune, I'm to the point where I only see a bit of jello up high at the very top end of the throttle. Right there you can see a little bit of kind of vibration as I get to the top, and right there a super fast pass. That was crazy. But freestyling it, it's on point with all of the freestyle maneuvers that you want to do. This baby will power loop, it will tree flip, it will dive, and I'll show you an example of a good dive coming up as well. Super tall evergreen. There was a nice pass and landing by my young friend over there. Really nice. Cool jet. Very nice landing. Made it look easy. But you can slow this quad way down too. If you're a beginner, it's a nice, stable, easy quad to fly, to learn acro. For an acro trainer, this quad is awesome. Really stable. You can also fly in stability mode, so the stuff you see me doing here is not quite the stuff that you have to do as a beginner. You can start out easy, stability mode, and work your way into flying acro. Sometimes my videos might be a little more extreme than the new person's going to be able to kind of, you know, think that the quad's too extreme when actually it's not. It's just the way I'm flying it. I'm flying it a little crazy. But that's the fun of it sometimes, just to push things for you guys and show you how far you can actually go with a quad. And sometimes we do some unexpected durability tests as well. But no durability test with this one today. It dove, it flipped, it can power loop, it can do freestyle, it can do some mild cinema. And just for fun here, I came into the runway and did some sort of airplane landing, simulated airplane landing, skidding across the runway. It was pretty cool. I did it one other time and flipped over as I caught one of the edges of the runway there. It's kind of a canvas runway, but great day out with it, and really enjoyed flying it after the PID tune. It's really great. So let's do some final thoughts. All right, guys, welcome back from the flight test. So what did you guys think about the LAL3? Now, we can talk honestly here because here we are on my channel, and that's what we try to do. I would definitely say that the first thing you want to do if you get this quad, if you've already bought it, is grab these props. The HQ 3x4s make a huge difference from the stock props. Again, I'm telling all the new guys out there, if you don't know, prop is everything on a quad. If you get some type of bind and fly out there and it flies terrible right out of the box, change out the props to some new, nicer props, and it'll make a big difference on your tune. It'll smooth a lot of things out. Sometimes if I just change props, I actually don't have to do a whole lot of PID tuning to a quad. So first things first, change out the props. Also, you can check out my PID tune down below. Hopefully that helps yours fly a little bit better, because again, some of the other reviewers might not have shown you that up high footage where you can really see some of the jello effect. And again, you're not going to see it down low when you're flying fast and furious freestyle. It's just not quite as noticeable for that Cadex Baby Turtle V2 footage. But I also like that that's 1080p. It has 60 frames per second on that, and there's a record button on the very back, which you can see it has a red LED blinking, and you can start and stop it. It also has an auto shut off feature where it'll actually finish the movie file after you unplug it, because a lot of times I unplug it on accident, but the movie file still gets recorded to the SD card, which is really nice. I also like the fact that it has extremely nice bumper protection up front, TPU mounts on the bottom and in the back. So we have all the TPU trimmings on here, full size prop nuts, which I really like because those are the same size as something on a 5-inch. So you can use the same wrench on this quad as you would a 5-inch. But I think the overall performance of it on 4S was nice. The performance was good, the quality is good on the parts. Again, better than any of the Wizard series stuff. And it just seems to be more of a 2020 forward looking type of design than what we've seen in the past from Eachine. It's a kind of a step up from their previous offerings. So I think also for the price right now, we're looking at $165 on a flash sale for the Eachine LAL3. So definitely worth picking up one if you are new or getting into freestyle flying. This one is a good trainer because it's a little smaller but still has very similar power to a 5-inch quad. But anyway, guys, thanks again for watching my channel. This has been my LAL3 review, and hopefully you enjoy the PID tune out there that I'm going to put in the link down below, and get yours flying nice and smooth. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Justin Davis. Take care. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.